Hello everyone. So in this video I will explain about flotation. So there are many important points in this topic which may echo in government examination. Let's start with buoyant force. When the body is immersed partially or wholly in a liquid, a force acts on the body by the liquid in the upward direction. The force is called buoyant force or force of buoyancy or upthrust. So definition is not important. We should keep remember just for knowledge. Okay, it is equal to the weight of liquid displaced by body and act at the center of gravity of displaced liquid. Okay, so this is the important point. It is equal, buoyant force is equal to the weight of liquid displaced by the body and act at the center of gravity of displaced liquid. So where does buoyant force act? It acts at the center of gravity of displaced liquid, and its weight is force is equal to weight of liquid displaced by the body. Okay, and another important point, this principle or this definition was given by Archimedes. This is very important. Who given the principle or definition of buoyant force? Archimedes. Let's see the Archimedes principle. Archimedes principle. When a body is immersed partially or wholly in a liquid, there is an apparent loss in weight of body, which is equal to weight of a liquid displaced to the by body. So simply, like when we do swimming or when we enter into any pool, we do face a loss in weight of the body. Okay, so and this loss in weight of body is equal to weight of liquid displaced by body. So let's see law of flotation. This is very important. A body floats in liquid if density of material of body is less than or equal to density of liquid. This is one law. If density of material of body is equal to density of liquid, okay, the body floats fully submerged in liquid in neutral equilibrium. So this is another law. First, density of material of body is less than or equal to density of liquid. Okay, another, if density of material of body not less than but equal to density of liquid, the body floats fully submerged in liquid in neutral equilibrium. So now in this condition body will float but in neutral equilibrium. So if any small changes happen, the body will sink. Okay, when body floats in neutral equilibrium, the weight of body is equal to weight of displaced liquid. This we already seen. And center of gravity of body and center of gravity of displaced liquid should be in vertical line. This is one important point. So these are the law of flotation. Now center of buoyancy. The center of gravity of liquid displaced by body is called center of buoyancy. Okay, now let's see the meta center. When a floating body is slightly tilted from equilibrium position, the center of buoyancy shift. Okay, the point at which the vertical line passing through the new position of center of buoyancy meets with the initial line is called meta center. This is just definition. No need to be pressurized, no need to keep remember. Only we need to keep remember law of flotation and Archimedes principle, and who given the concept of buoyant force? Archimedes. Okay, and law of flotation. Now let's see condition for stable equilibrium flow of floating body. Okay, what is the condition of stable equilibrium for floating body? The meta center must always be higher than center of gravity of the body. This is one condition. Meta center must always be higher than the center gravity of the body. The next is line joining the center of gravity of body and center of flotation should be vertical. This is another important point. Line joining the center of gravity of body and center of flotation should be vertical. And density is equal to mass by volume, everyone know. relative density is equal to density of material by density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. So this one we should keep remember, relative density is equal to density of material by density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. Okay, and another point is like relative density is measured by hydrometer. This is very important. Relative density is measured by hydrometer. The density of seawater is more than that of normal water. This explains why it is easier to swim in waters. The question may be asked like why it is easier to swim in seawater, because density of seawater is more than that of normal water. Okay, when ice float in water, its 1 by 10 part remain outside the water. This is important. If the ice floating in water in a vessel melts, the level of water in the vessel does not change. Okay, this is also important point. If ice floating in water in a vessel melts, the level of water in vessel does not change, and purity of milk is measured by lactometer. So this is very important point. Purity of milk is measured by lactometer, and another relative density is measured by hydrometer. And this point also, when ice float in water, its 1 by 10 part remain outside water, and if ice floating in water in a vessel melts, the level of water in the vessel does not change. So in the next video I will explain about important question related to surface tension. Thank you.